Hello, testing, testing, testing. Hello, everyone. Let me get started here. This is sort of a live stream. It's also a video, but it's also gonna be our gallery loop thing. What I mean by that is there is Tezcon happening very soon. Here's the ad, which is also in The Stranger. By the way, I gotta find the paper version of it. So, man, I sorry I'm not very focused right now, but you know how it is. You know, that's part of the theme. So, welcome to Tezcon, Beyond Ensh Agency in the Age of Extraction. So, what is this event? It's really just a acknowledgement of all the, you know, this happening in the world, and we wanted to gather a bunch of people, creatives, entrepreneurs, tech, people who are in tech, people who are in the arts, and basically anyone who wants to do something about it. And so this is kind of a conference, but also not. And this year we really kind of left a lot of things open-ended and wanted to give basically people to kind of do their thing, So I'm making this before the day of, and I have no idea what's really going to happen. But that is the gist of it. And we'll see, You'll be watching this video in the loop. But I am obligated to showcase these people here that wanted to be on the digital submissions rotation. So I'm just going to do that right now, And what better way to celebrate Ensh than, just do it from the comfort of my computer desktop right here. So we're going to start with File Lord Ian Mena. This is the work that he has submitted. Pretty cool. Here is the QR code, by the way. Oh, I can't forget. Sorry, everything's janky, but man, have you seen the markets lately? It's not that great. So here it is. The QR code for you people watching from the place, wherever you're watching this from, either in person or so you can take a look at the description as well. So pretty cool, yeah. Sort of a mix of pop art and a little abstraction, and it's very modern. So that is available on object.com. Next, we're going to be doing Liap's art. Is that right? Where I Breathe. It's a photography, I believe, of a nice beach landscape. The quiet moment I caught by the sea, where everything felt unhurried and honest. I won't read the whole thing, but it's just like sort of a moment of peace, which is pretty nice. This is available on Object as well. And let me pull up the QR code. Should be this one. Yes. Sorry, I know if I move it around, it's hard, right? I don't know where to put it. Okay, is that long enough? Okay, cool. Next is juniper paisley. This is actually a daughter of a longtime Tezos community member. Hello, Carmelo. And I don't know how old she is. It's been a while, so I'm sure she's growing up pretty fast. But yeah, somewhere between 7 and 9, I think, somewhere around there. Sorry if I'm wrong, but they just sent me a link to her portfolio, and she's been minting NFTs for a while, a couple years. With the help of her dad, of course, but I like these because it's just so pure, you know? You can tell Juniper's having fun, you know? And if there's one thing about Tezos artists is that they really do, there's sort of like a purity of intention, you know, like we're considered to be like one of the most quote authentic places. You saw a peek into my Twitter right there. But yeah, so let me pull up the QR code actually. And you, if you want to find out all this information here, you can go to either the video, or there will be a form of some sort where you can just kind of like get it all in one place. So this is just for the janky ass video loop that we are making, and I did warn the artists like, hey, this art theme is Ensh, so you know, prepare for anything to happen. Okay. Oh, sorry. This is by Care. It's called the Art Bought on Tezos. It's also a collection. So there are 2 works in here. Higher Reach Coded, Lost in the Chain. I think a lot of us here can identify with that. It's pretty intricate if you really look at the amount of detail in there, right? And let's take a look at the other one real quick. Pretty cool, right? And I like the neon colors and yeah. It's a very you know, it's cyberpunk. You know, that's what like it was like. That's what NFTs were really meant for. You know, like aesthetically. Aesthetic. Oh man, I can't speak. But you know what I mean. You know, this is kind of the thing that crypto has been going for. Oh, hey, BetaBot. Yeah, I'm also live streaming right now. So this is all live. You know, we're all about transparency here at Tezos. So, you know, and sometimes when you're doing the real thing, it just looks like a spreadsheet, you know. This is as authentic as you can get, you know. I hope people like it. I'm pretty sure people are gonna get weirded out when when this is like running on the in the event, but it's too late. This is kind of what I decided on. So, all right. So next one is Daniel Chidera. I trusted the process. Here I am. A very different style. It looks like a God, I'm not a visual artist, so I don't want to make a mistake. But it does look hand drawn, right? It's either by pencil or perhaps charcoal. I am not sure, but that looks like. Oh no, you're talking about the other one. I trusted the process, but here I am with even more experience and more friends. It doesn't sound bad. About 20 months ago, it was a different story and not so easy phase in my career. Oh. I endured knowing there was light at the end of the tunnel, and all I needed to do was persevere. Hey, that's nice. This actually goes with the theme of our event. So never give up, you know? I guess that's the lesson there. This is a very nice piece. And only 25 Tez, you know, doesn't go for 25 Tez doesn't go for much these days. Okay, sorry, I stopped moving the QR code around. So if you want to scan it, it's right here. And we'll go on to the next. Awesome. Next one is Manic Das. It's called Shraddhanjali, I believe. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing things. I should sell my M&M painting for $1 million. Hey, if you can do it, I mean, nothing's stopping you. You just got to find the right buyer. You know, art is only worth as much as people think it is, quite literally. Okay, this one took a while to load, but I believe it's because it's like there's an insane amount of detail into it. Oh my God. Yeah, that took forever. Okay, yeah. So, you know, if you like these types of like abstract paintings with an insane amount of detail, you'll get your money's worth in terms of, you know, megabytes. Shraddha unfolds a mirror tapestry of black ink and digital friction, embodying both fragility and permanence. Intricate textures that go with organic forms. For her visual player. Yeah, it sure does. And if you want to get sucked into this world, you have lots and lots of details. Oh, you're talking about the markets? Yeah, not so good, huh? Okay. This is actually breaking my computer. Oh no, oh no. Okay, I need to get better at, yeah, let's try that one more time. Because I forgot to do the QR code thing. Manic Das. Yes, this one. So here it is. It's only for 100 Tez. That's only $20 these days. Remember those good old days when everything was going up? But hey, at least the art is here, right? Okay, this is Ivana. She also sent me a portfolio. So, you know, I was wondering how to like get all this stuff in a nice gallery, a looping gallery. You know, you've seen it at museums, right? They have like a screen and it like goes through different. It goes to different artworks and there's a QR code in the corner. It's nice, but you know, that's not what this event is about. So I was like, well, how do I get all this into the thing? But you know, I think this is the best way. So 2 graphic crashing the computer. Yeah, if you tried it too, you can try. Yeah, but this is different. Ivana is actually, we've been talking with her, with Teia, and we're collaborating on some events in near future. So, but, you know, they're Hikanunk artists. They've been around for a very, very long time. So let's see the latest one. I'm assuming they probably want me to check out the latest. This is a video. Let's watch it for a bit. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be sort of like an ambient loop, you know? So there are a few works like these, especially in the NFT space. So, but yes, I will also Ivana. So if you're interested, check out her works, and then I think she'll be pretty busy doing like live events this summer. So something to check out. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. Like I said, there will be a list of all this in a nice place. You can check it out later. Okay, this is it's weird because we had an open call and some of the submissions are coming from like just online personas. So it's Gra Gra Grande or 1055 Records LLC. It's very, very specific. But this work is called Majestic Magillus. I guess this is under Gra Grande. This might just be their company that they work under. So I believe this is an AI generated work. Maybe. Oh, it's so loud. Hold on. Let's make it a little. So I'm just gonna play the whole thing.
Majlis. The king has been awaiting your arrival. There is mint tea, hookah, and refreshments waiting for you. The king will join you shortly.
All right, so that was it loops. Yeah, so that was Majestic Majalis. Yeah, I guess it was more of a music track, and you know, this is sort of like their album art. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to play the whole thing because, you know, I'm a musician myself, so, and a lot of times the music doesn't get a lot of attention, you know? So I appreciate them submitting this. Although I did ask for a still image, to be fair, but, you know, I mean, as you know, as far as artists go, you know, they listen to the rules half the time, I'd say. I'm gonna check my social media while I'm at it. You know, I've been like talking about the, you know, speaking of transparency, you know, this is kind of how we do everything. It's just like, yeah, you know, I've been talking about Tezcon. Interesting thing happening on Teia. If you don't know what Teia is, I should do a pretty quick thing. You know, this is Rafael Lima, by the way, the original founder of Hikitnuk, Hen, as it's known, you know. Basically, this says that he's doing an open call for tarot-based artworks, and he just wants people to post it here, you know. So it's an interesting time, but yeah, I wanted to actually maybe just go through. This is like sort of the commercial part of this, you know, slide, or what do you want to call it. But this is a preview, but by the time you see this video, you're probably gonna see, this will probably be pushed onto the main site. So, but I want to show everyone, you know, in case like you didn't see the thousands of posts that I've been making. There's a quick overview on like updates that's been having on teia.art. So now we have a feed. You can see what's been selling, who's been listing, you know. People asked for this for a while, but we finally got around to getting it. We also have a social feed now. So it's a lot of it is me because, you know, it's still not out yet, but we also have a blog on Teia now, and this is all on chain. So what I mean by that is, you know, when you do a post, it's going to trigger a transaction. So your blog post is an NFT, basically. And then there's also comments. This is kind of cool. Like, this is like an AI plus, basically, it's generating AI reports based on data from Teia, which is like something that's never happened before, you know. Where's a good one? Lots of test. Yeah, let's talk about decentralization. And it looks like just like any other comment section, but everything is on the blockchain. So that means that in order for you to comment, you need to own one of these works here. And it's only one Tez, okay? That's less than a quarter. so these people here have the ability to make comments if they own this. And so this lets artists, writers, authors, whoever, to kind of have control over who gets to interact with them. So hope we catch you another time. Yeah, sure. See you around. Sorry, I'm a little busy today. I'm in like the middle of like making a thing. I should edit this out, but I probably won't. It's like works so well with our theme. Like everything works so well with our theme this year. Okay, we also have another Teia wiki. We just introduced this. And just real quick, this allows us to, add information as needed. It works just like any other wiki, but it's on the blockchain. So if you own one Teia token, you can add proposals, edits, new pages, whatever, and then the multi-sig team these people here will approve or, can approve those changes. So it's a great way to do like community input. We have a copyright marketplace that we've been pushing for a while. Some people have been using it, which is nice. But if you want to register your work, one of your NFTs on Teia, you can do it with anything, but I would recommend doing it on Teia just because, this is a little bit more consistent. So it'll generate an agreement for you about like what you want or do not want your owners of your work to do. So this allows artists to sell not only their works as what it is, but also the licensing rights to it, And then the ownership of the NFT basically acts as a verification that it's like a contract, right? So that has been around a while, but yeah, here we have public channels. This is basically like a forums, The bakers here, this will probably not be great for visual, like a gallery thing. So, but these are the folks that keep the ecosystem running, and you see all the money. It's sort of like a cross between like a bank and a small business. It's kind of weird. But if you're interested in that, they have people here who are experts in that stuff. We have notifications now. This wasn't here before. Now you can get notified for things happening on your account, Someone wants to buy your work, etc., etc. We have a moderation functions now. This is our governance page. It's very complicated, so I won't spend too much time, but some stats available for everyone to see. Again, we're about, we're about transparency. And moderators, fees, which is also determined by the community. Just because we're a nonprofit doesn't mean we don't have bills to pay, right? So, and then comments and all that stuff. We have a donations page, so if you're feeling generous, please, donate to us. We are a nonprofit. And we run on community support to keep these things running. So, camera registration, and then we have polls. So if you someone created a new poll. Exhibition and curation standards for Teia. I'm not sure what they are asking, but I guess we'll find out. But this is a great example of just communities, you know. And so all you need is one Teia token in order to do this. Okay, so commercial is over. Let's go back to the art. More like an infomercial that took a while. Stroke driven. She will be here in person. So maybe she's right there, you know. Maybe she's looking at this right now. So this is Boop Tizzy Out of Pocket. And it's actually related to this one because she's the one that actually runs the Tezos Artist Network. I think at its peak, they had over 3,500 members on Twitter. Unfortunately, they shut down a big part of they shut down the communities part of that site. So she's been forced to kind of like, you know, get migrate and you know, try out different things. So I will put up both QRs, I think. Let's give it a little bit of time, you know. All right, so that's the QR for this work. And this is the QR for the Tezos Artist Network, which is actually here. So it's a little awkward because right now they're in transition from Twitter and they're trying to go over to Blue Sky, which is why it forwarded me here. But yeah, then check it out. She's gonna be here and I'm sure there'll be lots to talk about. Okay. Okay, finally, last but not least, Malicious Sheep, a very long time Teia member, also you know, part of the Hicken movement. She just sent me a video. No one listens to the guidelines that I ever tell them, you know. This is a pretty long poem, but yeah. Mal is actually also a moderator and part of the Teia team. So I will try to the visuals doesn't change too much. So what I'll do is I'll pull up the QR code. And Mal is all over the internet. So if you want to find them, there won't be any issue. I'm gonna hide these. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Because it's kind of a serious, you know, poem, and I don't want these ads. Mucking it up, you know? Oh, wait, can you hide it? No, of course not it. Ensh ttification, people, see? Well, let's do that. Let's get started.
Can you hear it? The static pulse, the ripple, the wave, the noise and cacophony, harmonic, intermingled with the darkness and light in the void of the expanse. Do you hear the symphonies of colors merging and blending upon the folds of time, flickering, fluttering into view in mind, as words dance from lips and from tongues and from scripts of encoded expression? Do you taste the time between in waiting, in wanting, in pensive pattern, as it folds upon itself, fluid? As the memory decays, with every recollection, the transformation of then, now, and when, in this moment, the patina of touch, sensations that bristle and soothe with lingering subtlety upon your vessel. Does the vortex that forms with every beat of your heart call with longing along the threads bound in our tapestry? The pluck as harpstring resonant, echoing, cascading through your bones, to the nerves, to the flesh, when I speak to you, as I breathe. Sense gently wafting into your senses of moments you can't quite place, that have been misplaced in mind with time, tantalizing. Do those chemical blends derive meaning for you in the dark, in the light, the spectral cascade of the knowing you feel deep in your marrow, that echoes to ancestors long cycled back through, feeding as dust into the foundations of your reality, of your memory? Does your mind quiet or busy in the silence? Did you hold your breath when the waves of my timbre ceased? Was it a moment for you, a quiet reflection of halting, or an eternity, where bloomed a vastness of fractalized loom to weft and warp through time and space with bright-eyed building? Does the calligraphy of my tongue and breath form knowing or wonder, or the pull of our thread gently tug at your shadow? When you wander, is sonder in your frame? Do you sense the expansive complexity of each life around you? How the flora and fungi speak in tongues you don't know, how each one you meet is laced in the flow of time. Energetic exchange, from the stardust as scattered to planets that swarm, to the stars deep in fission as black holes are formed, to the coding by chance canonically stored on helix and chain, to randomized lore. Each generation crawls and claws at the clutch, breach federation falls to claws at the touch of intervention chaotic, of irradiated seed, Fibonacci hypnotic, the pattern to heed. As the sun births our life, all is one in the same. Who are you now? Do you remember your name? The sidereal sonnet that plays out before us, the stars realign in an intricate honest that comes from the atoms that collide in the vastness of now.
There we go. I'm sorry for the ads, but you know, that's the world we live in. Okay, so alrighty then. I think that covers it. So now we will just loop back into the void and it'll be like nothing ever happened. So see you in the next iteration.